minute. Just had to go live so I can get another live in the try to get a live in the algorithm. Hopefully I don't get bumped or whatever. But y'all know what it is. If y'all come in here, y'all in Uncle O's house, wipe your feet off at the door. Make sure you sitting on the plastic on my couch. Ah man, I got too much sun up in here, man. I ain't feel like waiting no more longer though. I put up 7, so I meant 7. I'm gonna wait a little bit. But anyway, I ain't did this in a minute. I hope I got everybody named down this time. I probably don't, but first I'm gonna shout out the family at home, Rebecca, of course, Raymond, Dell, RJ, what's up, y'all? And then of course the network, Swiper, Trenches News, Swiper / Trenches News, but you know, Swiper. C Hood, Made Media Magazine, NC, That BZ, Troll the Mob, Sexy Lexi, KB, Queen Lotus, Sharpshooter Judah, Savage Black, Ray Duck, Boss Rob, Chris Partlow, Juice Crew, Sparks Vigil, Tony Bands, The Wendy Shot, Big Homie Slim, Street Code. If anybody I forgot, I am sorry. But I ain't did that in a minute and got all those names on there, so I had to write them down because I can't remember everybody all the time. The sun killing me. All right, I'm gonna lean back like this for a minute. Let me see. All right, just wait, man. I got a lot, just random. This is very topics, man. You know, I can't just put one specific thing or two specific things because I probably jump around. I know I am, so I just wrote down different things, man, just to keep me on track because I know I go off on my tangents or whatnot. Ain't nobody in here yet. I know some other live people sleeping, working, all that stuff. So it is what it is. You can hit up the rewatch squad. But I know for sure, like, the first thing I want to lead off with, though, is I just been saying this thing with Adam 22 and Wooski, you know. And, you know, the term culture vulture comes up whenever it's a Caucasian blogger or something like that. It's like, then black folks want to think about the community and all that stuff and do the culture vulture thing. But it's like, you know, black community needs to stop being culture vultures themselves. You know, and if it's such a problem, then I recommend that nobody else go on there. But I know that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? If there was real principle, you know what I'm saying, then nobody be going on there. But guess what? That paper look right and nobody going to feed them. So they're going to do those interviews. So, you know, it's cut and dry. And, you know, he not a street dude or nothing. So, I mean, who going to touch him? You know what I'm saying? He got a bag. Who trying to mess that up? But before calling him a culture vulture, though, and I know he didn't post this. Somebody else might have posted this. That whole it was in a post. It said, you know, that lyric. He changed something different. That's what King Von said on one of them songs, and on one of them OTF songs, and you know, people, you know, you seen it, the clip of it in the it was on the what's that, $1 million worth of game. Dirk was doing it. Cash used that same clip in his Back Again 2 Times video. And you know, I'm sure people reciting that lyric all over the place. As soon as it come up, he changed something, you know. And it's like, yeah, you forget you still talking about a real human being who was shot in the head and survived, thankfully. You know, and you know, things have been different. It has been different, you know, and I ain't joking. I ain't being like funny about it. Yeah, his life changed. You know, it probably saved his life. Who knows what he could have been in the ground because he probably wouldn't have been slowing down had that not have happened. You know what I mean? Good thing he got a good woman on his team to, you know, didn't had his back since the beginning when everybody else was making fun of his shoes and all that, and she held him down. So big ups to her. But yeah, so what, you know, if you call him a vulture, then I recommend people stop, you know, saying that lyric too. You know, when you know, it don't make it okay if the person is black. You're still a culture vulture if you're black. You know what I mean? So that's my take on that, man. You know, nothing against Adam, because, you know, Adam, he's doing what he doing. You know what I'm saying? What he been doing, been bringing people on and stuff. So, but you know, it's like, hey, you talking about somebody who survived, you know, a gunshot, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you can't be can't be picking on somebody who, yeah, he is different. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call him slow or nothing like that. I don't think he's slow or nothing. You know what I'm saying? He just, not the same, obviously. So, that's my take on that. Saw another clip. I had it in my playlist though, but if y'all take some of these medicines now, the ingredient phenylephrine. All right, I think I'm saying that right. Phenylephrine or phenylephrine. It's a ingredient in a lot of different medicines, over-the-counter drug like your Benadryl, allergies, Mucinex, Robitussin, Advil, Sinus, Dayquil, Sudafed, and a lot of other ones, man. Now, after all this time, now it's come out that the ingredient phenylephrine don't work. And on top of that, according to what the doctor said on the news, she said it can increase the chances of seizures. It can increase blood pressure. Not can, it does. Cause palpitations of the heart. And constricts blood vessels. Now, because it's doing that, that's the ingredient to be, all those things I just named, well, except for the seizure part, but constricting the blood vessels and things like that, that's part of the gimmick, I guess, that made people feel like they're getting better. You know what I mean? But this whole time, we all been taking it for years, and now they just come out about this. I wonder, I don't even have to wonder. I know that they knew this a long time ago when they were making this stuff. Why decide to, blow the whistle on this now? I don't know, but, if y'all use this, use it at your own risk. If you don't want, hey, throw it away. And these the same, this the medical industry now, big pharma and all that. They try to play down natural remedies. Go ahead, holler at them natural remedies, man. Or do it like they used to do in the old school. Get a bottle of whiskey and you can do a whole lot better than this poison that they got over here. You know what I mean? How many people been messed up from this crap? Come on, man. It ain't even right, bro. What else we got here? Oh, yeah, back to the whole, having morals and standards and everything as far as the Adam 22 thing. It's like, yeah, we're going to have those standards. Let's not vulture ourselves either. You know what I'm saying? By reciting those lyrics and making fun of anybody who been shot. Like all the people who get on Instagram and diss the dead and all that. Hey, that's culture vulture too. You know what I'm saying? That's being a culture vulture. We worse vultures than just, it's easy to point out somebody white and say, oh, they're culture vulture every time they say something, but we never look at what we do to ourselves. Every time somebody laughs or something about somebody getting killed or something like that, or getting locked up, and whether they go to PC or not, and all this other crap, that's culture vulture too. Because if you're putting that content out there, guess what? You a worse vulture because they don't live in Chicago, so they can't. They don't know what's going on unless it's being put out there by people in that city, whether it be Chicago or some other city. So stop feeding it. Stop feeding the vulture. It's like a vulture feeding a vulture then. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that, it's something else I want to talk about when it comes to talking about principles. I think we're good now. Talking about principles is, this Me Too movement. Now, you go into Me Too, and on its face, at face value, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, a lot of women that has been, dealt with assault and rape and all these different things, and they don't get the justice they deserve, and, they come together. But when you look beyond the surface, it's almost like BLM. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just another anti-male movement. Now, there are real people, with real, that really suffer, that maybe need that movement. But of course, it's politicized and it's used as a tool. It's a tool of toxic femininity for the most part, just to, to destroy men. These men who did these things, and it's been proven they did them, they deserve whatever they get. However, when I see these victims, hey, what up, NC? When I see these victims, all right, if you didn't hear what I was talking about earlier, I was starting out talking about the Adam 22 thing, you know, and the term culture vulture being used. And I'm telling, you know, black folks, look in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? Black folks, you know, they putting this content out, dissing dead ops and making fun of it and stuff. And, you know, it's my, he changed something different in that post and everything. And, you know, if we weren't put, well, not we personally, but, you know, if the community wasn't putting that stuff out, Adam 22 and everybody else, they call a vulture because they white. Oh, okay, cool, thanks. You know, they should, you know, tell folks like, hey, they should tell folks, hey, stop putting this stuff out. Adam 22, he's just using the contents being put out. If y'all making it okay, then why is it, hey, what up, Sparks? If they make it, you know, they making it okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at Adam or Trap Lord Ross or anybody else for doing exactly what y'all doing. Or is it just y'all get mad because they making money off of it? You know what I'm saying? You can't call them culture vultures without, you know, then that's a vulture feeding a vulture. Because we, you know, vulturing ourselves in a sense, you know what I mean? Not in a sense, that's exactly what's going on. You know what I mean? I just talked about this a few minutes ago, but, you know what I'm saying? I repeat it since y'all popped on, so y'all got a context of what I was talking about. But yeah, I'm tired of that. You know, it's just like the Arab nations, like whenever they screw up the budget or doing something, you know what I'm saying? When in doubt, blame the Jews. All they got to do is say something about Israel, and then everybody come together because it's like, oh yeah, it's all their fault. That's kind of like doing all this stuff and then saying, oh yeah, the white, yeah, they culture votes are white because they white. They not in these cities doing this stuff. They not the ones doing the killing. They not the ones getting locked up and all that. They're putting on it like anybody else. So hey, if you're gonna get on their case, get on your own case too. Look in the mirror. And so, and everything that took me into the whole Me Too movement. All right, and like I said, on the surface, Me Too is great. You know, some of these women, you know, they're victims. They've been victims for a long time. They should get the justice, and the people that perpetrated these crimes should, you know, get what they deserve. But obviously, it's a tool of toxic femininity. You know, this toxic feminist movement that just wants to supplant men and destroy the patriarchy stuff. Because my question to a lot of these, especially these celebrities, you know what I'm saying? These celebrities, right? You know, they get into Hollywood, you know, and I use Weinstein as an example. All right. The stuff that he does, you know, and I watched a documentary on this guy, you know, the stuff that he does, that he did, all right. If it was all about principle and all these things, then why didn't they say something way back then when it happened? Or instead, well, why didn't they just say, okay, I'm getting the hell out of this. I'm not, you know, I'm not dealing with this. I'm gone. Forget the movie deal. Forget the contract. Forget all that. I'm going to go, you know, come up some other way. I'm going to still do what I want to do, but I'm not going to do it through you because I'm not going to put up with this. Every time you listen to these celebrities, and it's usually a lot of celebrities who, you know, nobody really cares about, they're not really relevant. And so this is a way for them to get back in the spotlight again. They feel important again. So they come out there. But I'm like, this stuff happened years ago. But you sold yourself for fame. You compromised your principles as a woman and dealt with it that whole time so you can get famous, so you can get rich. And then when your stars start waning, now you want to come out 20 years later and talk about what somebody did? That makes you look like just some angry female that you're not relevant anymore. You got too old for Hollywood for them to put you in any good roles. So now you want to come out and talk about, oh yeah, he did this to me a long time ago. Why didn't you stop then? If it was all about principle, why didn't y'all walk away then? No, y'all chose to put up with it. Okay. And somewhat consent to it, you know, with grit and teeth in a sense. So y'all gonna get famous because of what he can do for y'all. So y'all were using him. And your values and your principles didn't mean a damn thing. So it looked kind of suspicious that y'all come out years later and do this. And that's for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Males too. You know, any males have been or something like that. Don't, you know, hey, if y'all come out, but let's look at what y'all did. Y'all compromised yourself so y'all can be famous. Y'all sold yourself short. Y'all sold your souls so y'all can be famous. And then you want to come out and talk about it when it's popular, when it's convenient, when you already got your fame and everything. That don't make no sense to me, man. But it is what it is. And then if y'all watch The Shy, you know, I told you I got various topics, man. Kaya baby, what's up? Uh, uh, Anybody that's a fan of the Shy, I want to try to do. I'm gonna pull out a spoiler alert first. All right, because I don't know if anybody's seen the last couple episodes, but there was a scene in there, and it really stood out to me. They were in a therapist. Keisha, the girl who got assaulted and had the baby or whatever by the dude she was raped by, and her mother. You know, she discovered her sexuality late in life, and now she with an old girl. Oh, at first, in the beginning, I was talking about the whole Adam 22, the culture vulture thing, and the whole Wooski incident, and which led me into talking about the whole Me Too thing when it talk about people compromising and principles or whatnot. Well, you know, just play it back. You'll see it. You'll hear it. So now I'm talking about the Shy. This is just various topics. So I'm talking like the Shy, right? The scene when they was in in therapy, and she was the mother was saying how, you know, she wanted to be a good daughter, and you know, to be a good daughter back then was to get married and have some kids. And then she revealed in that session that she didn't want to have kids. She really didn't want kids. She wanted a life on her own, but because, well, that's what women were supposed to do. You know, highly regulated lives. That's kind of what gives, you know, a lot of steam to the feminist movement and all these different things. And so, and the girl was hurt. She like, wow, you mean this whole time you never really wanted us? I held the belief a long time ago that a lot of women didn't want their kids when they had them. But, you know, they just had them. I don't know. My mother said we was planned. So I don't know how many children, how many mothers planned to have their children versus, you know, they just accepted what was and you know, go ahead and dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? And just raise the kids or whatever. But, you know, she wasn't saying it in a vindictive way like she hate them or something like that. But her life that she currently living is not what she wanted for herself. But she was living for other people because that's what was expected. She wanted to be a good daughter, she said. She wanted to make her mother proud. And the way to do that was to get married, have kids. That's what those boxes that people put themselves in, or that society put us in. You know, if you graduate high school, oh, go to college. You know, okay, you go to college, then you get a job, then you get married, and you have a house, and you get some kids, and this and that. You know, and it's like everybody tries to put that box on and it's not for everybody. You know, and if you don't do that, then, you know, people disappointed. And it's like, to hell with living for everybody else in the first place. Live for you. What makes you happy? You know, if you don't want to be a business owner, that don't make you no less of a person. That's just not for you. You don't want to deal with that. You know, you want to be great at something else. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of societal boxes. That's what creates these groups now that want to rebel against tradition and all that, because tradition has been abused, you know. But she said this in that scene, and it was like, man, you know, that's some serious social commentary. Because, yeah, how many people did have their kids because that's what they expected of them, but they really didn't want it. And later on in life, she was like, I wanted to explore my sexuality. I wanted to travel. I wanted to do more. And the girl, of course, she gonna take it hard, you know what I mean? But I'm like, well, y'all probably wasn't the easiest to raise either. So now you know that, yeah, she probably had a little resentment while she was raising y'all, probably in the back of her mind, like, I really didn't want this life. Not that she hate them, but hey, so, you know, let's show a little bit, you know, this to any kids, have a little bit more appreciation for your parents, you know what I'm saying? No, you didn't ask to be born and all that, but, you know, quit giving them a hard time if they being decent enough parents. Chill out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it ain't easy. You know, parents, before they become parents, they had things they wanted to do with their life, too. They chose to not abort you. You know what I'm saying? And to try to give you a life, what they say, give you a life that I didn't have. Some of that means give you a life that I would have had I not had you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, hey, that's a sacrifice, man. That should be appreciated and honored. Just saying. All right. Oh, all right. Another video I came across with Coley on the Wall. It was a news clip talking about, you know, Biden. You know, they want to raise taxes. Greedy Democrats. Oh boy, they want to raise taxes on the guns 1,000%. You know, so basically, you know, because of, you know, and high capacity magazines. So that they can't ban a magazine, let's make them more expensive to buy a gun, the ammunition, and the magazines. You know what I mean? 1,000% tax. So that means you get a $500 gun. Now it's probably gonna be like, you know, 1,000 something. You know what I'm saying? 1,200 for a gun that's probably worth $400 or $500. That's a darn shame. You know. And of course, it's money hungriness. You know what I'm saying? They're desperate to try to keep more money in. They got a lot of immigrants to take care of now, you know what I mean? And then it's control. It's all about the control. They don't want you to defend yourself. I've already hit on that and beat that dead horse, so I'm not going to go too far into that. You know, y'all know how it is. Y'all the Second Amendment advocates up in here, so I ain't even got to touch on that. I'm preaching to the choir on that. I'm going to leave that one alone. Yeah, about the immigrants, the shelters. We talking about these shelters now. They just opened 2 more. Oh yeah, like yesterday, last year yesterday. You know what I'm saying? We needed him gone a long time ago. He shouldn't have been in there. You know, that dude is running us into the ground. You know, and you know they a couple of more migrant shelters just opened up on the near west side. I see. You know, probably I think this last Friday. It's making me mad, right? Because I don't know how many homeless people, veterans, and all these people, American citizens, been out on the street for I don't know how many years, and they couldn't get this kind of treatment. You know, people are like, oh yeah, there's shelters in there, but not like this. They ain't getting the hotels opened up to them or nothing. But then these people come across here because they're a good political tool and a good way to keep raping the nation's resources. They get all these, and they working fast too. But American citizens can't get that, you know? And then my man Biden, this man, Hunter, yeah, he is a Biden, but, yo, hey, Joe, your son got gun charges? Your son got drugs in it. He got cocaine. He got pictures of him with a crack pipe in his mouth. He got, all the business y'all did over in Ukraine, which is why y'all helping out Ukraine so much, why you sold for Ukraine, because they laundered y'all money. You know, and that dude that you threatened to stop investigating, but yet they want to get on Trump because he called in a favor to say investigate Biden's. Now we know why they were so mad that he wanted to investigate the Bidens, because of all the crooked crap that he did over there. If he getting a pass for his gun charges, it's a whole lot of people right now in county jails all around America that need that same pass for them gun charges, for real. Just because you the president's son, you can get away with it, huh? Must be nice to be the president's son. A crackhead for a son at that. You know, he got his crack, he got his little Asian prostitutes and everything. Man, it must be nice to have privilege. There's your privilege right there. White and presidential privilege. Get the hell up out of here. How they gonna do it? And then, and Trump said, what did he say? He said he promises to enact the largest deportation in U.S. history. He said ain't enough room. Well, I have no choice. Now, how many people, if he was president and saying that, or people knew he was gonna be president, he still got to win though. Which if he not locked up or dead, I'm pretty sure he's gonna win. I guarantee you the left would be, oh yeah, the racists. You know what? Anybody that try to come out and use racism again, it's 4 years of evidence of Democrats and everybody having a problem with these immigrants, okay? The Democratic cities that turned the buses around when they tried to send them to Texas and all that, and they send them to D.C. and they saying they don't have no room, like Martha's Vineyard and all that, they don't have no room. And also what I'm waiting on these churches. I'm waiting on the mega churches. When y'all gonna open y'all church doors? When y'all gonna open y'all some of y'all mansions y'all not living in right at the time? You know what I'm saying? Let them sleep on y'all planes. When y'all gonna open y'all doors for them? I don't hear about that in the news. Maybe some churches are doing it and they just not reporting on it, but I want to see the mega churches, the ones that make millions, multi-million dollars, okay, from parishioners or whatnot. I want to see y'all open y'all doors to all these migrants. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. I can't do it, man. I just can't do it. It's too much. Oh yeah, I was also talking about these cold over-the-counter medicines, the ingredient phenylephrine, whatever. They listed some medicines: the Robitussin, Advil Sinus, Vicks Sinus, Sudafed, Mucinex, Benadryl, Dayquil. They saying the phenylephrine or whatever. That ingredient, it don't work. They say it don't work, and so I'm like, man, they say, they ain't gonna do it and mess with that money. Of course not. But Oh wait, you talking about moving, taking the medicine off the shelves? Because it's up for review now. Like the FDA or whatever, they're reviewing it. They might pull it off. So all your favorite medicines, your NyQuil and all that, it might not be on the shelves no more. The DayQuil and all that. But yeah, that's a lot of money. My thing is, I think they knew this a long time ago. I think they knew what this ingredient was nothing. Basically, it constricts the blood vessels. It increases the chances of seizures, causes palpitations of the heart, and increases blood pressure. You know, I bet you they knew that a long time ago. But, you know, it gives the effect that you're feeling better. That's what, you know, makes you feel like you think you're getting better, but it's not. So it's just a placebo. You know what I'm saying? And we've been taking it. So, hey, natural remedies, which Big Pharma hates to hear about, they try to downplay it. Okay, just because somebody doesn't have PhD at the beginning of their name and wear a white lab coat and have a stethoscope around their neck, that don't make them, that don't make their words less valid, you know. So go ahead, go with them natural remedies, or get you a bottle of Jameson or something and pour you a glass and drink up, because you're doing just as good than with these over-the-counter medicines. You know what I'm saying? Huh. I can't even, man. Oh man. No, 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 no. Couple other things, man. Oh, yeah. I put up a video, you know what I'm saying, about, it was debunking what was it? The whole happy wife, happy life thing with Olivia Alexa. So I got another one of her videos, and this really explains a lot, and it brought up some, it covered something that it was her who I heard it from, when it was talking about how men and women view sex and why. You know what I'm saying? She really break it down up in here. So I'm gonna play this real quick, and you know, I'm gonna go into it a little bit.
Hi guys. A man's fascination with sex isn't really that hard to understand, but it could do wonders for the relationship of a woman who can understand and leverage it correctly. Now, I want to be very clear here, because I'm not talking about men who are just out here having random sex. I'm talking about people who are actually committed to each other, whatever that might look like for them. Men and women treat sex very differently. And the reason behind that lies in the backdrop of our biology and evolutionary psychology. Women want sex, but men need sex. And this is the disconnect in physical desire that has to be understood and accommodated for.
Said women want sex, men need sex. I don't know if I'd say I need sex, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, whether it be voluntary or involuntary, if you practice semen retention, it, you know, that energy you feel and all that, it works. It's powerful as I don't know what, bro, for real. So, you know, I don't know if it's a need. Maybe it is, maybe it ain't. I never saw it as a need, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, hey, I might be an exception to the rule.
In any kind of healthy relationship. If you're a woman, understand that you have an innate built-in resistance to have sex very frequently, because natural selection has almost conditioned your mind to equate sex with pregnancy and the biological and social complications that arise from it. This is known as biological signaling and biomarkers. This is the reason why a lot of women view sex as a chore, but men view it as fun.
Right there. That right there blew my mind. I have never come across that. I've never read it nowhere, but that explains a lot. You know, that, you know, it's a biological marker. It goes, you know, it's built, you know, and I wanted to ask the women, is that true? You know, like, I know women view it as a chore already, but, you know, do y'all agree with that? Or have y'all seen that or heard that before? You know, or come across it in school or anything? That because, you know, sex is equated with having children and all the complications that go with that, and the strain that it takes on a woman's body, that women, you know, that's why women sex drive isn't as high as men, and they view sex as a chore and not something they really want to do. And I wonder, you know, when does it become a chore? You know what I'm saying? At what point in a relationship does it become a chore? This is interesting.
Sex releases dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and norepinephrine in the brain, which are our feel-good hormones. This helps create that emotional bond that men find so hard to develop prior to that physical connection. Sex for a man is one way that he feels validated and loved, because...
Okay. I'm gonna rewind that a little bit.
This helps create that, but men view it as fun. Sex releases dopamine,
Women view it as fun too. He said, I don't think we consider it a chore, but unconventional depending on what is going on in your life. Okay. Okay, yeah, outside factors can affect a lot. I mean, that can affect men too. I mean, stress and all that. So yeah, I get you.
Oxytocin, serotonin, and norepinephrine signaling and biomarker.
Hold
It
on.
has almost conditioned your mind to equate sex with pregnancy and the biological and social complications that arise from it. This is known as biological signaling and biomarkers. This is the reason why a lot of women view sex as a chore, but men view it as fun. Sex releases dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and norepinephrine in the brain, which are our feel-good hormones. This helps create that emotional bond that men find so hard to develop prior to that physical connection. Sex for a man is one way he feels validated and loved.
Okay, so she's just talking about the chemicals. We all know the chemicals that are released in the brain, and it's a drug. You know, it's the same chemicals that get released when you win in at the casino, or you know, when you see something on TV funny or anything. You know, these are the chemicals that get released, and you know, it feel good. So, you know, is it, you know, a person really addicted to the sex, or they're addicted to the chemical? Because drugs are just chemicals, so it's just another drug in a sense. The drug not being the physical act itself, it's the reason why we can enjoy the physical act, the chemicals in the brain that allows us to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, y'all see my nickname chemistry. You know what I'm saying? Because we are all just chemicals. We chemistry for real. We are walking chemistry sets. You know what I'm saying? So and what would you say when you clicking with somebody? The chemistry's just right. You know, I will say that I can find just as much connection, you know, with a good conversation or whatnot as well. You know, energy transfers all kinds of different ways. But yes, well, I speak for myself. I can't have sex just for sex. Like, you know, just that casual, yo, what up, Kane Shan? Just the casual, you know, hookup. Yes, I have done it, but even with that, I have to have some kind of connection. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be impersonal, because quite frankly, I just won't be into it. You know what I mean? It'd be like something I like, okay, it can't just be a one night stand. It got to be a repeat visit or something, because yeah, I do feel like I get to know that person and I get to know them outside of that, but it does create a different bond. And we know that, you know, once, you know, two people share their bodies, you're, you know, you're exchanging your essence with each other, you know, which takes you back to the term to know in the Bible. When it says to know a person, that's what that means, to have sex or whatever. And when you do that, you leaving a part of yourself. And just like they say with women who sleep with a lot of men, you know, they taking a piece of every man. So when they all screwed up and stuff, they need to take a, you know, when they break up, they need to spend some time to be single and just de-louse themselves of all those different essences. Because if not, they ain't gonna be right in their head, because they got the characteristics from each of these guys, you know what I'm saying, that's on them. And over time, yeah, it fades away. But if they keep just sleeping with different people, and I believe the same is for men. You know, like they tell men, don't stick your blank in crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because that, it comes onto you. Some people you can sleep with and your whole life just start going in shambles. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever was on them has now transferred onto you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, be careful. Hey, you, sometimes the women there, you know, they may be coming after a guy, and it's like, man, they aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that might be that spirit that's like, yo, I see your light and I'm trying to corrupt it. Same thing for the dudes, for the women. You know, that dude just at you, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, it don't feel right. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, women have that intent up a lot more, because obviously there's a lot more that comes with it, like pregnancy and things, and possibly being assaulted or whatnot. So I'm gonna keep it going.
Because during sex, you're relinquishing your power to him. In that moment,
Let me get it back a little bit.
prior to that physical connection, serotonin and norepinephrine in the brain, which are our feel-good hormones. This helps create that emotional bond that men find so hard to develop prior to that physical connection. Sex for a man is
Favorite NBA player right now? Hey, Andre, man, I don't even follow sports right now, bro. So I don't have a favorite. All my favorite players they already retired. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, the best, the greatest played for my home team, Chicago Bulls. So, you know what I'm saying? But everybody from the 90s, all the stars from the 90s, them players, those are my favorite. I don't have a favorite player right now, man. I don't even follow sports, bro.
one way that he feels validated and loved. Because during sex, you're relinquishing your power to him.
Okay, she said during sex is one of the ways a man feel validated and loved. Yeah. I'm not sure how, I don't think validated, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a shared experience. I look at it as a whole experience. I don't look at it as just a singular act. It's a whole body experience, and that's the way I enjoy it best. And maybe a lot of other people. I'm only speaking for myself right now and how I experience it. It is an experience, and I want to know every single, aspect of a person. And yes, know like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't want music playing in the background. I like the natural sounds that a person makes. You know what I'm saying? All the different sounds that the body makes, that's part of that. You know what I mean?
In that moment, you're submissive and he's dominant. A man sees your willingness to share your body with him as proof of the love and trust that you have for him. But this seems too taboo to women that feel.
I don't know, for some people, I disagree. I don't see it as a act, like, oh, because that sounds like that old pickup line or whatever that line is. If you love me, you'll do it. If you love me, you'll have, no, 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 no. I'm speaking for myself. I don't know how y'all feel, fellas, but you ladies, feel free to put y'all opinions up in there too. You know what I'm saying? That she's speaking on this. I loved her perspective on things.
Emotions are primary and their physical expression of love. Share your body with him as proof of the love and trust that you have for him. But this seems too taboo to women that feel that emotions are primary and their physical expression of love through sex is secondary. The biggest mistake you can make is shaming your man for wanting to have sex, or even worse, using it to manipulate him. Men are driven by
bingo and bingo. Okay. It's like, if your man stopped wanting you, if he not getting upset if you're not sleeping with him, then I would be worried. If he seems too okay with not having sex with you, then I will start asking questions, unless you don't care. You know what I'm saying? We all like it. You know what I'm saying? We love it. But if one day, if you find yourself, oh, he's, 3-4 times a day, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about outside influence. Sometimes, man, both of y'all just tired, you know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about like that. I'm talking about that desire to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, I'm okay, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? Then there's a bigger problem, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, using that, it gets in, the ego gets inflated, overly inflated. Man, it's not that good. Why you gotta have it so much? This and this and that. It's like, what you really want them to say is, yeah, it is that good. No, it ain't just about what's in between your legs. It's about the whole person, about the experience, how he feels about you. That is just one more expression. It's almost a primary level of expression. You know what I'm saying? Just like she broke it down. Yeah, don't make fun of, you know what I'm saying? Make it seem like he too thirsty. And then be sitting around, why they always sleeping with somebody else? Exactly. You going to deny? Guess what? You just gave a green light. And deny without reason, you know what I'm saying? To use as manipulation. If you've been with somebody for a minute, and then you come out your mouth and say something like, try to use it as a reward. Okay? Oh, baby, if you do this, I'll take care of you tonight. We're in a relationship. You're supposed to be doing that anyway. You should want to. I don't even want to say supposed to be. You should want to, but you don't have the desire. If I see that your desire's not there, then I don't even want to. No matter how bad at least, not with you. I want the feeling to be mutual. I would like it to be, equally desired. You know what I'm saying? Not just, okay, here you go. Some of that here you go sex, like here you go, get out of my face, you know what I'm saying? All right, I guess it's been long enough, here you go. Or if you do this, if you be good, like a doggy treat or something, it's like, that ain't a Scooby snack between your legs. That's disrespectful to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been with a person for a while. It's like, that ain't something to offer. It's already been had. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'll pass. You know what I mean? Just go ahead. That would make me feel resentful. Like, oh, you think that's all you can bring, huh? That's all. That's it, huh? And everything else goes to crap. Get the hell up out of here with that. All right, I'm gonna keep it going.
The fundamental biological desire to reproduce, and they derive a large part of their status, success, and feelings of being loved from the fact that you're willing and even more so enthusiastic about sleeping with them. This is.
Oh, I just said that. Okay, so she already covered it. It makes us happy that you want to.
one of the reasons why the barometers of success for a man is how many women he can surround himself with. Your emotional love ties you to him, and his sexuality ties him to you. Sex for you comes second, just as an emotional connection for him comes second.
Just like I was saying, you got too many women trying to be men and men trying to be women. Okay, we were not made. Forget the androgyny crap. All right. It's called yin and yang for a reason, all right? It's called opposites attract. Okay, one is going to have qualities that the other lacks. It's so we can complete each other. We always use the whole rib analogy with the Bible and all that, but it's like that rib moving further and further away. Yes, there are gender roles, and when they're adhered to, you know what I'm saying, in a healthy relationship, it's heaven on earth. You don't have a man that spend more time in the mirror than the woman do, using her hair products, and they fighting over the curling irons or something. You know what I'm saying? He wearing her slides or her toe ring or something like that, or she's not trying to do all the heavy lifting. You know what I'm saying? And getting away. It's like, no, these are certain things that women are for women and things that are for men to complete each other. All right.
When you allow this reciprocal energy to diminish from your side, his sexual desires can make him chase and lust after other women, even if there's absolutely no emotional connection attached to it.
You see? To deny is to simply, I don't know, I'm just throwing that in there. You know what I'm saying? But you know how some of these dudes, they used to call it metrosexual. You know what I'm saying? It's a dude named Tim on the 90 Days Fiance series. You know what I'm saying? He's like the epitome of metrosexual, even though he's not gay and he's not claiming metrosexual, but he plays with the face mask and does, he wear eyeliner and stuff, but he's 100% straight. You'll have questions, but he is. But it's like how that ain't masculine enough, and there's a woman on there, right? You know who I'm talking about, NC? All right. So yeah. And on the flip side, a woman trying to do heavy lifting and stuff. Now, I don't mind if a woman know how to work on a car or something like that. I'm talking about when there's a man there and it's like, okay, I'm finna grab this, and she try to go and grab it, and it's like, move. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing, Nobody's saying you can't do it. You're just not supposed to be. That's, if I'm here, then let me feel my role. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that. And it ain't my job to be taking yours. You know what I'm saying? Even though I can do it, I don't want to, because that's what you're for. And that's not to sound, inconsiderate or something like that. It's just when we all maintain the order, you have order. If not, you got chaos, you got tragedy.
Studies have shown time and time again that men deprived of their sexual needs are more prone to cheat, but for them it rarely goes beyond the physical act if they still have that emotional bond with you. This is why a man who is cheated on,
if he still has the bond with her, it rarely goes beyond that act. Meaning, when hold on.
You can still cry and beg you not to leave him, because after,
Hold up.
even if there's absolutely no emotional connection attached to it. Studies have shown time and time again that men deprived of their sexual needs are more prone to cheat, but for them it rarely goes beyond the physical act if they still have that emotional bond with you. This is why a man who has cheated on you can still cry and beg you not to leave him, because after the heat of the moment has passed, he realizes that you are still the woman that he truly loves. Yes, men.
Now y'all get it. That's why I'm glad it's a woman saying it. Baby, I'm sorry. It didn't mean nothing to, it became because you weren't doing what you're supposed to do, and he went and did this. It was cheap. It was irresponsible. It was immature. And, they probably didn't communicate with each other or whatever. But, if he says, hey, I want to have more sex, and like she said earlier, don't make fun of him, and she say, why you always want sex? Dad, you act like you don't get enough. I guess it's that good or whatever. Guess what? You just pissed him off and shamed him, and now he's going to go feel that appreciation with somebody else temporarily, but the connection is still to you. So after he sleeps with her, he says, that didn't mean nothing. I'm still want you. This is why the men still come back. When women ask, then what you sleep with her for? You kind of pushed him in that direction, lady. And I hate to use this phrase, do your job, but hey, if it's a chore to you, hey, nobody likes chores, okay? So, damn. Hold up, before you know, all right. It's like that kind of made me upset. I'm like, damn, so it's a chore? So I wonder how many times, that I have, sex with a partner, and they were really just kind of like, I really don't want to do it. I want to be equally desired. You know what I'm saying? If not, then I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Because anything else is just cheap. You know, might as well go out and pay for it. No strings attached. I don't want to feel like that, like, like I'm a client, you know what I'm saying, and in my own relationship, or, anything like that. That makes me think about every single time, and that's why, when they be like, oh, we want the man to initiate. No, when a woman initiates, now we know for sure she wants it. Hey, am I wrong? Because now I know I want it, And they might tell you, be selfish and, be a man, to be selfish and all that. And it's like, yeah, that's the same thing these toxic ass feminists turn back around and throw in our face. Then you make it sound like you're doing us a favor. You ain't doing us favors. You know what I mean? Ain't no sweat off my back.
Women have different sexual appetites, but just because something is different does not mean that it can't work. This is where compromise comes into play. The sexual dynamics between men and women is the symbiotic relationship that has to be understood and maintained for any kind of successful relationship. So until the next video.
So we're complicated. No, you're confused. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you can't come back with, oh, well, no, you can't, and try to make us feel bad for being men. And then, well, then what's up with all these toxic feminists trying to take us down? You know what I mean? We're supposed to get mad because we like it. And y'all like it just as much too. Don't be acting like y'all don't. You know what I'm saying? But here's where I think we get played cheap, where I don't think women take enough time to educate themselves on men. This is why I like this lady right here. You know what I'm saying? Her perspective, because she gives it to, she's not biased. She gives it's a lot of understanding. You know what I mean? And I like that, because I don't know how many years you have to know when we want what we want, when we want it, even if you don't know when you want it and what you want. Exactly. I know, O.M.C. Get up out of here with that. Go talk about, you gotta know what we want, when we want it. You don't even be knowing what you want, when you want it, how you want it. But you know you want it. And then like, what you want? What you want to eat? I don't know. I'm hungry. What you want to eat? I don't know. Whatever you want. All right, I'm gonna go get McDonald's. Well, I don't want that. Well, I'm gonna go get some Taco Bell. I don't want that. I wanted some Subway, or I wanted some, whatever. Fill in the blank. Be like, damn, if you knew that, what the hell why you didn't say that in the first place? Oh, I just wanted to see if you can guess. Ain't no time for no damn guessing games. You want to play guessing games? This is a game called Guess Who. Like, guess what? One of us gonna be eating and one of us ain't. I had shared a meme on Instagram a long time ago. They had a dude, they was at a basketball game or something, and he's sitting there eating, and she's sitting there empty-handed looking at him scowling, and at the top it said, I don't know, wasn't on the menu. I guess that closed mouth really didn't get fed, huh? Oh man, that was funny right there. But yeah, man, that was good, man. Alright, hold up. I'll be right back. And you love everything about us too. And see, there's only 2 genders on here. I mean, guess what? When aliens start landing, guess which way I'm gonna go? Y'all are done. I'm swearing off all women. I'm gonna go get me a damn alien or something. Somebody with 3 legs and 2 heads and an eyeball on each elbow. All right, I'm back. Hold up. He said, love it. I'm just saying, no, you're not. Yes, I am. Let the aliens get here. I'm gonna be the first one on the. I'm gonna create a whole new app. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like Tinder for aliens or something. I'm telling you. I'm gone. I'm swearing off the human race. No. Said sunshine, excuse me, click on the wrong line. Lagging. I don't know. Something going on, man. They messing with me. Nah, I think it's just signals bad. But you know, we're more than just, you know, a piece. You gonna see a new painting like them two farmers with the old man with the pitchfork and the wife standing next to him. It's gonna be me and a damn alien with a wig, looking like that alien off American Dad or something. I'm telling you, with a wig on. We gonna hit it up, boy. I'm telling you. Y'all gonna be mad as hell. I'd be like, I ain't gotta cheat because she got 3 of them. She got one right here, and one back here somewhere. And I just hit one every night, each night, switch up. She said I can even name them too. That's a dad laugh. Every time you tell a bad dad joke, you know, you kind of get that walk. And you got to clap with it too. Anyway, but yeah, man, I mean, it's not just about that. You know, that ain't all we want. You know what I'm saying? That ain't just all we want. You know, and now she just said it. It's a primary thing. It's how we connect. Yes. You know what I mean? And so to try to use it, you know, try to give it and then pull it back. And, you know, she's saying a woman's sex drive is not as high as a man's. Now we know why. You know, because you're, you know, hardwired, and I don't know how accurate this is with every woman. It's different, I know, but, you know, this is just a good base to start from. But because of biological selection, you know, the complications with being pregnant and stuff like that, you know, no, you're not going to be as excited about it, you know, and it's hardwired into you. So now that makes you understand, you know what I'm saying? A man shouldn't, you know, I recommend every male watch that video because, you know, it's like, no, it's not that your woman don't want you. You know what I'm saying? She has a lot more to think about. You know what I'm saying? If she's not using contraceptive or something like that. But, you know, hey, that's cool. I get it. I understand now. You know what I mean? But to go beyond that, to try to use it as some game, you know, especially if y'all been together for a minute and y'all just been, you know, at it. And then it's like, oh, cut off. And then it's, I give you some if you do this, or I give you something if you do that. And it's like, he been doing it already, with or without, whether y'all are or not. So he already doing what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? If that case, you just a long-term prostitute then, and he paying for it, and that means he should submit a customer complaint and seek services elsewhere then, if it's all about exchange for goods and services. It becomes a chore because it's expected. It's not as fun anymore. What up, Beezy? Okay, I like what you said there. Because it's expected. Just like us as men are expected to do certain things, right? You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't care either way. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sweat nobody for it. You know, am I gonna be upset? Yes. But, you know, after a few days, I'm not upset no more because my body and my brain starts thinking a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? It comes to the point where, okay, I'll put my focus on something else. Now, if all you thought about was sex, and that's all you live, eat, breathe, and sleep, then yeah, it's like, damn, bro, you can't function unless you're having sex. No, it's like you transmute that energy. And, you know, that's when semen retention comes into play and things like that. Like I said, whether it's involuntary or not, it's powerful as hell, you know, and you send off an aura of energy, you know what I mean? And it's almost like other women can pick up when, you know, you've been neglected or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because the pheromones are stronger and it draws the other women in. So it's like, hey, if the one ain't doing it home, there's plenty of options out there and they sense it, you know? I don't know how, and you know, the whole chemical thing, you know what I'm saying? They pick it up, but they know. And it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And you start to glow as a man, you start to glow, you know, your blood pressure is better, everything. You know what I mean? But we have a creative force. It's powerful. It can create, you know, it can help create a life. So you got to think something like that contained within us. You know, that'd be like trying to bottle a bolt of lightning, basically. That's basically what it is. It's like we got a bottle of lightning, a lightning bolt caught in a bottle. That's a lot of energy, you know, and pretty soon it's going to bust, literally. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, It's just the drive to create, you know, because in essence, that's what it's for, you know, just like with the biological selection. Think of it like football is something that you love to do. When someone expects you to perform that task, then after a while, it's not fun. Okay, it's one thing. Well, I mean, if you're in a relationship and y'all are sexually active, of course it's expected. But how is it? How is it expected? You see what I'm saying? There's expectations all around, you know. But you know, oh man, well, we together now, so I guess I expect it. And see, this is, you know, that's what she said, finding compromises and things. You know what I mean? And I mean, I don't like this, but I guess some people schedule when they're gonna have sex. You know, they schedule. That is so, no. I'd rather to just happen naturally. Said ding ding ding. How is the right question? Oh, compromise. Oh, okay, yeah. So some people schedule it or whatnot, but I would say, yeah, outside of scheduling, it would have to be a thing on feeling, you know. And then it takes me back to the whole, you know, the expectation, you know, of having kids and all that. It makes us mad. I know exactly. And see, who want to schedule? That is so, now it's really expected, right? Oh, damn, every Wednesday we're going to do it. You know, it's like, all right, it's Wednesday. Guess what? You know, nah, it's got to be, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you got to, you know, be able to talk and say, okay, why aren't you feeling this right now? You know what I'm saying? Why haven't you been feeling? What else is going on? Now the floor is open. Now it's time to open the door to other things that may have been gone unsaid. You know what I'm saying? And then you could determine if, okay, maybe we just are not sexually compatible, or there's something on your mind that you ain't told me yet, and I'm supposed to guess it. And no matter how many times I ask you what's wrong and you say nothing, you know, it's like, well, make it something there. You know what I'm saying? What is it? You know what I mean? And like, you know how they say, oh, you know, I don't know, maybe I'm strange, but if I'm mad, I can't have sex, you know? It's like, I don't like you right now. I don't want to sleep with you. I don't care. You know what I mean? That's just how I am. I don't know if everybody else like that, you know? But then, you know, it's like, they be excited about makeup sex at the same time. So it's like, what the hell? We're just going to fight just to have good sex. You know what I'm saying? You know, is that why, you know, sometimes females just start an argument? But, you know, when does it not become a chore? Unless you're just sleeping around all the time. So maybe that's what promotes so much, you know, causes so much cheating too. You know, it's like, no, after a while, the person ain't new no more. But if you're not approaching sex as a whole experience, a whole bodily experience without a bunch of distractions and all that, then it's going to be a chore, you know? And what I mean, making a whole body experience, I'm talking about when you are consciously, you know, absorbing this person, you know, every sound that a person makes, the way they breathe, how they, you know, how they move in relation to you and all that, you know, you're taking this all in. You know, I'm a Virgo, so I'm analytical as I don't know what, so I take all this stuff in. It says spontaneous behavior is usually a new experience. Okay, yeah, spontaneous behavior, but eventually, you know, how far is it gonna go? Spontaneous, that can get dangerous, because then you start getting into twisted stuff. You know, it comes back to people need to be happy with what they have. If it ain't making you miserable, then it shouldn't be a problem. You know, somebody got to jump through hoops and try to come up with new ways every single time to be spontaneous so it don't feel like a chore to her. It's like, what the hell? When I'm one of the monkeys that you wind up with the cymbals, ting, 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 hell no. You know, that's just like saying, okay, well, go get vaginal reconstructive surgery then. Make it, you know, make it virginal again. Get a new hymen or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna perform for you like a damn monkey just to get your attention. It's like, no. You know, and then there's other aspects of the relationship that's being fulfilled as well. And it's like, wow, that one thing, okay, you know what? Should we exercise the right to see other people? You know, hall pass, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? You know, it's like, no, I'm not finna perform for you, you know? I agree with a little spontaneity and all that stuff. Cool. Get the... yeah, them little monkeys who wind up ting, 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 ting. Got on that jacket with the little hat and all that. No, I no, I can't do it. You know, like Eddie Murphy said in Raw, you better stomp your foot and light a match for that wussy. I ain't gonna say the word, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. It's the same piece of skin that's, you know, it gets older every time you age. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, quit trying to make it seem like it's dipped in gold. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody dipped in gold. We all flesh and blood. Why be trying to make it more than what it is? You know? But then when it's like, again, here's some new shoes, here's a new chain, here's that. Oh, now you all excited and everything. So you're just paying for it. It's prostitution. Marriage is long-term prostitution. Monogamy is long-term prostitution. In-house prostitution. It's like, damn, we talking about good old supply and demand. Services and goods in exchange for material? No, I'm just playing. Said no, spontaneous as we are and taking each other in. It doesn't always have to be sex. It's intimate. Boom. I like that, NC. Perfect. And that's where the compromise comes in at too. You know? And like I said, I knew a person that I actually could have had sex with this person, but I didn't. Even though we both wanted to, I felt like it would have changed the dynamic of what we would talk until the early morning and it would seem like I was only there for a few hours. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. You know, you can have those moments with people. You see what I'm saying? And you can transmute sexual energy if you're not having sex with the person, you know, just the interactions with each other, whether it's intimacy or some other kind of interaction, you know, but you know, you can't just sit in the house then, you know what I'm saying? Can't just be laid up all the time either. You know, it's like, I gotta do something, whether it be going for a run, going on walks or something like that, you know, anything. It can't just be all about what one person wants. And then if not, then it's, I'm just gonna lay around or whatever. You know, it's like, no, I can't do that. It's like, then that means both people gotta be active participants in a relationship. You know? And then, you know, you have sex or whatever, then it's great, you know, it's a mutual thing. But, you know, you hear a lot of women say, I'm bored. It's like, damn, who the hell got to be running around trying to entertain you all the time? Watch a freaking movie or something. You know what I'm saying? Find a hobby. You know, it's like trying to demand too much for flesh. It's freaking flesh. All right? Like, chill out. But now we know. Now we know why. It's not personal. It's biological signaling. You know what I'm saying? So we get it. Let's find other ways to interact with each other, which this should already be a thing anyway. You know, nobody should know somebody only sexually. You know what I mean? That's one way of knowing. But because we are, you know, the progenitors, we're the creators and all that stuff, we have this creative essence inside of us, which once into you all give it form, you know what I'm saying, in your void or whatnot, and then bring forth light, all right, the sun. So, you know, it's we got to you know, approach it with that, knowing that in mind, you know, and knowing that to deny, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to run no, you know, scribble here. It's like to deny a person is to diminish the connection. And every once in a while, that connection has to be refreshed. Sometimes that communication is through the physical act of intercourse. The more and more that goes unanswered, the connection becomes less and less. Now, I can stay connected without sexual intercourse. Is it gonna be as strong? No, probably not. You know, because there is that, you know, it's not that I don't feel it, it's just suppressed. You know, it's not that I'm not thinking about it every day, it's just suppressed. I don't want to watch porn, I don't want to yank the crank, all right? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do none of that. I'd rather conserve my essence, you know what I'm saying, and use it for something else, whatever it may be. That's the best thing to do, you know, because then it's just a physical act and it means nothing. That's your one night stands and all that. But like I said, you can find connection in that if you want to. It's a choice. You know, it's like, well, hell, it's a lot of things we can look at as chores then. You know, if that's the case, nobody should be together, you know. Let me see. When a woman feels like she's more than just a poke receptacle, then she is more likely to connect and feel less of a chore. Thank you, NC. There she go. What up, Street Code? And that's the thing. When I was speaking about it earlier, I wasn't speaking of it as you know what you got to do, you better do it, and that's all you good for type deal. You know what I'm saying? But, and I'm speaking to these types here. If all you do is make yourself nothing but a poke receptacle because you don't want to do nothing else, then that's on her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I don't even want to have sex. I mean, it's like, it ain't always on my mind like that to where it's like, oh, I just got to have it. Yeah, you know, sneak in a quickie or something like that. You know, that's cool. You know, I felt things change in the home. And you have kids around, things like that. It's go. Say you don't have to say it, though. It's the actions. Of course, it's the actions. You know, if your man don't do nothing with you at all, but, you know, as soon as y'all lay down, he go grabbing at you, then yeah, you know what I'm saying? I get it. I get what you're talking about, NC. You know, and it's the same thing if, you know, hell, it's something on our mind or something like that. Something going on. It's like, yeah, just not into it, you know? But when we do it, it's like, you cheating on me, or is he gay, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We got to get accused of being gay if we turn it down, or something like that. And it's like, no, it's like, we're not one dimensional either. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if somebody, you know, every time, even if y'all madly in love with each other, don't nobody want somebody constantly grabbing their butt unless they're just like starving for attention. You know what I'm saying? These are the attention seeking types. And those types, you know, they go into the narcissism column, you know, and that's a whole different realm right there. Ain't nothing gonna be good enough for them. They'll never get enough attention. You know what I'm saying? But for everybody else, if they're just, you know, yeah, a little bump here, a little flirtation here, but if it's, you know, not, if it's always meant to just lead to sex, then it's like, no. But if you know it's been 3 or 4 weeks and for some reason or another, y'all haven't done anything, and then, you know, he comes at you in that manner, you know what I'm saying, in a sexual manner, and you roll your eyes or something, at that point, that's a green light. That's a hall pass for a whole month right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a hall pass of all hall pass, because you just rejected that person, the one who's trying to give you his affection and love and all that. And like she said, it's a way of connection or reconnecting, or it's strengthening the connection. And, you know, she said validation and all that. But, you know, and you take that and it's like, whoa, all right, guess what? You just rejected him. He's going to find acceptance somewhere else, just like a woman would. I'm talking about normal women, not the attention-seeking type that they can get all the attention from a man they want, all the attention they need, and they love it, but they still got to have attention everywhere else, you know? Still got to dress to get attention from other dudes. I don't like those types. To hell with them. Let me see. Says some dudes would do stuff like this. Woman will say, my head is hurting, or dang, I'm worried about the bills. Some dudes will be like, let me take that off your mind, or make you feel better. Hey. Hey, it's the original chill pill. Now, yeah, normal women. Because narcissism is not normal. That's a mental condition. But yeah, see that let me take that off your mind. Now, if you saying it, you know, saying it in a flirtatious way just to try to make her smile a little bit, that's one thing. All right. But, you know, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I know, you know when a woman really wants it and when a man really wants it. All right. Obviously, the obvious sign for what a man is when he pinching the tent. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you don't even need no steaks. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a steak. All right. Anyway, so when you know, if you ain't showered yet, and she's still trying to rip your clothes off, you know she really want it. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think biological selection. She might finna start a cycle soon. So now the body is saying, hurry up and conceive. But see, I used to get mad and be like, hold on, you ain't want to touch me this whole time. Now you want to try to throw me some bloody ass meat. Like I don't like medium rare. I like medium well or well done. I don't want medium rare. Don't come in with me with medium rare. You know what I'm saying? You don't touch me all damn month. And then, you know, 3 weeks go by and then right when you want to start bleeding, you want to try to throw it to me like some damn participation trophy just for playing. Hell no. That's disrespectful as hell. But now I know. Now I know. Biological selection. The body is saying, lady, hurry up. This egg will self-destruct in T minus 10, 9, 8, 7. And she's like, come on. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we get it now. But, hey, Like I said, sometimes you can have a Charlie horse, a cramp in your foot. She won't say nothing. She gonna work with that pain because it's just that good. She's enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? Headache, migraine. Hell, I done did it one time. Hell, I couldn't even open one eye. I had a migraine so bad. Big ass vein in the side of my temple going down my neck. You know what I'm saying? Then I caught a damn Charlie horse in the right leg. My left eye closed with a migraine. The leg had a Charlie horse. I had to try to keep it straight and still kept the rhythm. Tell me that ain't really wanting. You know what I'm saying? That's wanting. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm saying though, that's how it go. You know what I'm saying? Hell, there was one time, man, I was sick on the stomach. You know what I'm saying? I got up like 3 times and dipped to the bathroom and threw up real quick. Rinsed my mouth out with some mouthwash and got right back to it. I'm just saying, when you want it, you want it. And a woman don't care. When she want it, she wants it. Y'all can get downright animalistic. You know it. And then, they be like, how you know a woman, how you know she not faking it? Because women are very self-conscious, okay, about their looks. Even during that. That's why they'll be grabbing the pillow. No, don't look at me. Because when she really into it, a woman will make the ugliest old faces you ever seen in your life. I'm talking about damn Sam Raimi and Wes Craven couldn't make something worse than looking at that. The face just be, eye be all over here, lips be twisted up, you know what I'm saying? Everything, eyes rolling, get the exorcist thing going. Don't be caring how she look at that moment. Don't care nothing. That's why it's good to videotape sometimes so you can show them, be like, see, this is how you really be looking. And they be like, oh, no. Then be like, no, don't try to put no pillow up there. Because when they put that pillow up, that mean the ugly face is on. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, creature feature 3D. I love it, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? It's all base level at that point. It's real. I'm just saying. Oh, yeah, that kind of remind me, when somebody be like, what's the difference? Hey, man, I ain't been on live in a while, man. It's been a minute. I've been doing a little shorts and stuff. Them shorts really get you in their algorithm a lot quicker, I see. But I'm saying, though, you know it. She said, don't speak it, don't say that. Shh. Nah, I'm letting it all out, damn it. I'm a whistleblower today. Hey, hold up. Whistleblower, I'm blowing the whistle, damn it. I'm letting all the secrets out. I'm talking it today, damn it. I'm telling you, I ain't playing with you. And somebody might want to know what's the difference between, bucking, replace the B with an F, and making love, okay? Because I didn't know that this was a thing, you know what I mean? Like, yes, there is a difference. Some people say there ain't no difference. Some people say, well, bucking is, just fast, you know what I mean? And then making love is the same thing, just slower. Wrong, I mean, that's a good start, I guess. It's a good guess, but no, there is something that you experience, whereas I'm making love. For one, eye contact is important. You can't make love if you ain't face to face. That's for one. You know what I'm saying? If you're going from the side, and you're looking back at each other, establish eye contact. Why? It's the window to the soul. All kinds of signals and energies and stuff is being sent back and forth. All right. It's the movement with each other. When you're moving in synchronicity with each other, that's when you're making that, love in a sense. You know what I mean? If it's an actual thing, you know what I mean? If you describe it as an actual thing, you know what I'm saying, like a noun, yeah, then you are, it's how you move. And that could be whether you're moving fast or anything, but there has to be, especially if your chest is touching and you feel each other's heartbeats, that's something, man. I mean, yeah, missionary is probably the best way to achieve that, but, that's when you're making love, because you're looking not as, oh, this P feels so good. You're saying you feel so good. Now you're absorbing the entire person. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, this some good whatever. It's like, this is a good woman. You know what I'm saying? You feel good, not your whatever, the box or whatever. And now you are experiencing the whole person, a whole entire universe. I said before that everybody's an individual universe. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, And then they say, you know, how you know you're in love with somebody. And I ask anybody, you know, tell me what it feels like. And most people can't. You know, they'll be like, well, I just feel, you know, and then I don't know, you know, that right there is the right answer. The right answer is when you can't give an answer. Why? Because you can't explain love. Love cannot be explained. It's only experienced and felt. You know when you feel it because you're asking about it in the first place. If you can't explain it, it's real. Because you can't put words to it other than the word love. That's why that's why the word love exists, because it's a myriad of different things that go on. It's chemical, all right? It is spiritual, of course, physical and mental, you know what I mean? When all those things are in line with your partner together, when you all copulate, you are making love. And I'll bring that out further. You're making love stronger. So is sex the only way to create love? No. You know what I mean? It's not, you know, so that's what they should call it. Not making love stronger. That's the new way of saying it. You know, no, you're making love stronger. You know? And no, that's not achieved just through sex. You know, it's not that we just want sex all the time because that's all we know. That's the only way we know how to be. But I tell you what, love is not in material things either. Intimacy is not how much a person spends. You know what I'm saying? You can't buy love. They say money can't buy you love. You know, you can't. You know, it's like that movie Joanna, man, when Lil' Kim was on there and she was leaving, and dude was like, what was all that good loving you was getting? She said, huh? I packed it. You know what I'm saying? For some people, for the Tatianas and all that, that is love. They can stay wherever they at. You know what I'm saying? I'm pissed off somebody let their ass out the zoo with my tranquilizer gun at. But, all right. But, yeah, you can't do it, man. You can't buy it. So, you know, it's like, there's that part too. It's not coming from anywhere but in the person. If they're incapable, then they're just incapable or not mature enough, you know. But I've always wanted to, you know, come up with an answer for myself at least, you know what I'm saying? About a lot of things about humans, just about us and how we are and why, you know what I mean? To understand it better, to be able to talk about it like this. You know, no, I didn't go to school. I didn't do a bunch of stuff. This is just me and my own, you know, research and my opinions, my thoughts, how I think about it, you know, and my life experience, you know what I mean? And they say life is the best teacher. So, hey, ding, ding, class is in every single day for all of us. You know what I mean? Oh, man. But yeah, shout out to Olivia Alexa, man. Y'all should definitely run that page and go to see that page, man. And there's also one more. Hold up. Before I get off of here, it's one more again. Hold up. Ah, man, I gotta find it. Docs and news. All right. Y'all know how they had those affirmations, you know what I'm saying? Those positive affirmations that you're supposed to say to yourself every day. She got one, and I like it. So I'm gonna play it. This for the fellas. Y'all listen up if y'all in here.
Hi guys. No matter what type of man you are, no matter what your life path is, no matter what your life purpose is, every single man walking this earth needs to hear these following 30 things just to keep him going and keep him motivated. And if you have not heard them recently, or you haven't heard them at all, let me be the first to tell you, I believe in you. You make me feel safe. I appreciate everything you do for me. I'm so proud of you. You're the strongest man I know. You're so amazing. I love the way you think. I trust you. I want you. You never cease to amaze me. I respect you. You inspire me so much. I love the man you've become. You're my best friend. I can't imagine my life without you. You're an amazing leader. I'm so lucky to have you. You make me a better person. I love you for you. You're my rock. You always know how to make me smile. I fully support you and your dreams. What can I do for you? I love learning from you. Your masculinity is so sexy. You always know how to make me feel better. You make my life better. I honor you. You're so amazing. I'm with you no matter what. And this is an extra one, but it's so powerful. You can do anything you set your mind to. So I hope these help you through your day. So until then.
I'm gonna start listening to that every single day. Women always had their positive. Everything has always been for women. We always get put on the back burner. It just figure, throw them a plate of food and give them a little sex, he'll be fine. No, it's a lot more than just food and sex. It ain't that easy. It is easy, but it's not just that. You know what I'm saying? To do that is to diminish us completely. And I'm speaking on behalf of men in the manosphere today. It's much more to us too. We are not single cell organisms. We're not just dumb animals that, you feed us and we're loyal like dogs. We have dog traits, because we consist of everything. But, hey, it is what it is. It's time to learn. It's time for all of us to learn each other. You know what I'm saying? We need to learn women more. Women need to learn to understand us more. You know what I mean? That's the only way you can have a true yin and yang. Right now, if you look at the yin and yang symbol, yeah. Hey, but that's a good thing. We got to have that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a little bit of arrogance. Everybody got a little bit of narcissism. That's why we have egos. It serves as a defense mechanism in society. You know what I'm saying? Just when it gets out of control, it's a problem. That's all. You know what I mean? That's how it happens. So that's about it for me, man. I appreciate y'all popping in, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Once again, I will do my shout outs here. First off, the fam, Rebecca, Raymond, Rochelle, RJ, the network, Swipe, C Hood, Made Me the Magazine, NC, That Beezy, Joe the Mob, Lexi, Kaya Baby, Queen Lotus, Sharpshooter Judah, Savage Black, Ray Duck, Boss Rob, Chris Partlow, Juice Crew, Sparks Visuals, Kenny Rogers, Tony Bands, Big Homie Slim, The Wendy Shy, Street Code, Kane Shin. Appreciate you popping in. And who else? Who else popped in here for a minute? Andre Winton, I think it was. Andre Swinton. Yeah. Also, I don't know. My wife been saying she wanted me to do this for a while because I've like I said, y'all probably hear me reference Real Housewives and Love and Hip Hop and all these different things to just do like reactions on and commentary, because they I know the 90 Days thing, they do it where they have people from the show watching the show and reacting to it, but it's so much commentary to come up with from that stuff, man. And I kind of want to get into it and really break down these different personalities because it's, they definitely are entertaining, but toxic as hell, But anyway, y'all share this live, like, subscribe, share, blah, 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 yada, yada. And I'm Uncle O, and that's all I had to get off my chest. Y'all be smooth.